Welcome to the Know, I'm Ashley Jenkins, and welcome back from the holiday weekend, everyone. We took a break for Labor Day, but the news didn't, so here's a nice roundup from the last couple of days. Infinity Ward released a brand new trailer for Call of Duty Infinite Warfare's multiplayer, finally revealing all the different ways that players can enjoy shooting each other when the game hits store shelves in November. The robot-filled trailer shows off the game's classes, weapons, and more, and has now been downvoted to oblivion. As seems to be the trend with anything put out about Infinite Warfare, the multiplayer reveal trailer has been hit by the dislike brigade, sporting 87,000 likes to 81,000 dislikes. Nowhere near as bad as the 500,000 likes to more than 3 million dislikes on the original trailer, but just give it time, it's still early days. In other Call of Duty news, Infinity Ward also dropped a trailer for Modern Warfare Remastered's multiplayer, which will feature 10 of the game's maps at launch and 6 more at some other point, presumably via DLC. As you can imagine, the response to that trailer was way better. We're gonna be up to our cyborg necks in sci-fi shooters this fall, thanks to Infinite Warfare and Titanfall 2, but some news out of EA is giving some players pause about the latter. According to a report from Game Reactor, Titanfall 2 will not be a part of EA Access or Origin Access, the membership program that allows gamers to try out games for free for 10 hours and play them earlier than everyone else. This is also confirmed by some tiny fine print on the FAQ page for the program, showing that Titanfall 2 is indeed left out. Why EA would suddenly exclude a major game from the benefits that program members are paying for is anybody's guess, but right now the major speculation by fans, because it's anyone's guess, is that the game might be extremely light on content. Guys, after the tepid response to the beta, this might be a game that players just need to try out for free. Just a tip. Could it finally be time for a new Red Dead series reveal? All the rumors are pointing to it, and now we're getting new reports that Rockstar will be showing off something at the PlayStation meeting, only it may not be a new game as such. It's more of a remastered one. Korean website Game Focus reported over the weekend that their sources have told them that Red Dead Redemption is getting an official next-generation remaster for PS4, Xbox One, and yes, finally PC, with the announcement coming this week. That makes tomorrow's PlayStation meeting the most likely candidate. There are a few reasons to doubt this report, however. For one, the backwards compatible version on the Xbox One still holds its own and it looks great. And two, it'd be kind of odd for Sony to include a last generation game as part of the showcase for its upgraded PlayStation 4 Neo. But still, weirder things have happened, and it'd be just like Rockstar to keep us waiting for a real new game. We want to know what you're working on, just show us the goods. Last year, Daniel Craig said that if he were to do another James Bond movie, it would only be for the money. Well, now he gets his chance to make good on his word because Sony is reportedly hurling this stuff at him. After much speculation that we'd be getting a brand new Bond for the next installment, it seems that Sony is content to stick with what works, to the point where they're now offering him $150 million to make just 2 more Bond flicks. According to a report from Radar, Sony would film the 2 movies back-to-back with Craig while they continue the search for someone to replace him. Considering that after he finished filming Spectre, the actor literally said he'd rather slash his wrist than do another Bond movie, that might be a little bit of a tough sell for the studio, but $150 million is $150 million. If anyone at Sony is listening, I will play Bond for like $200. It can't be worse than Ghostbusters. If you think DMCA and copyright strikes are getting a little out of hand, try being in Warner Brothers' shoes for a day. The studio that brings you the DC Cinematic Universe, Harry Potter, and, well, not much else lately, has just been hit by a number of copyright strikes of their own. By themselves. Thanks to some accidental overreaching by Warner Brothers' anti-piracy partner, which issues thousands of DMCA notices each month on their behalf, Warner Brothers hilariously asked Google to remove legitimate listings for links to Warner Brothers content. Some of the content includes links to the official Warner Brothers pages for both The Dark Knight and The Matrix, as well as the Amazon listing for The Dark Knight. It's always nice when your automated copyright protection system marks your own content as illegal. It almost makes you wonder how often legitimate content gets hit with takedowns, but I'm sure that never happens. Speaking of DMCA takedowns, it didn't take long at all for the adorable No Man's Sky parody No Mario Sky, a procedurally generated 2D platformer starring your favorite plumber and your least favorite recent sci-fi game, got hit with a DMCA notice of its own by Nintendo which we totally all figured would happen in last week's story about Nintendo DMCAing everybody. But considering how much they love to issue takedowns, it's not that bold of a prediction. Anyway, after getting hit by Nintendo's lawyers, the creators of No Mario Sky have since repackaged the game into a much more legal version, DMCA Sky. The cheeky new version of the game has you in the shoes of Spaceman Finn, stomping Moombas and hunting for the kidnapped Princess Mango. Maybe no one told them that a Moomba is a totally Final Fantasy creature already, but they'll figure it out when they get their next DMCA takedown notice. Regardless, well played, game devs. Well played. If you're getting tired of your old profile photo on social media and you're looking to mix things up, well, next time, just use your mugshot. Florida man is making headlines again this week after a Florida fugitive used his wanted poster as his Facebook profile, which shockingly resulted in his arrest the next day. The man was wanted for violation of parole and 2 counts of battery dating back to 2015. Since then, he's been featured by the Citrus County Sheriff's Office as one of their wanted of the week criminals online. So naturally, that was the picture he decided to use on Facebook, taunting that the police would never come get him. Reportedly, one of his relatives commented on the picture, asking him to take it down. Family's always ruining your fun on social media, am I right? Lucky for him, he'll probably get a new mugshot and profile picture when he gets booked for this arrest, and then he has all that new fodder for when he's out. Surprise, surprise, Star Citizen backers, but the game's single-player content, Squadron 42, may not be coming out this year after all. This sort of confusing news comes by way of a writer for German gaming outlet GameStar, who said in the comments of a recent video that Chris Roberts, head honcho for Star Citizen, told him that the game's single-player component wouldn't be out until closer to the middle of 2017, rather than Q4 2016. This comment and the subsequent reporting from multiple sites has fans wanting an explanation from the developers themselves, especially considering that those same fans have powered the game to become the most expensive crowdfunded game of all time. At this point, it's sitting at like $123 million raised and counting. Most of it is from Gus. The original release date was early 2016, but who's even counting anymore at this point? At this point, the only thing more shocking than a Star Citizen delay would be a Star Citizen release date. But, just give them more money and then maybe someday it'll happen. That does it for our post-holiday roundup. Let us know what you think of all these stories down in the comments. And for more updates from every corner of the internet, remember to like this video and subscribe to the know. Damn that bell. Damn it. I think it'll be okay. It's gonna be fine. No one cares about a bell, right? We're good.
That bell didn't ring all day.
It was off the whole day. And then now.
Because everyone's just kind of getting back. Everyone's just
Yo. Hey, what's up?